Welcome back in. We have got some great stuff coming your way from a popular travel brand that is finally easier to get, to stylish, pet-friendly home decor, and some awesome gift ideas that any dad would love ahead of Father's Day. Joining us now with all the shopping tips and must-haves is Senior Director of Content Operations from BestReviews.com, Jacob Palmer. Hey, Jacob.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah.
You know, this is a fun time of year. I think there's a lot of new beginnings. One thing that I always recommend to people, I kind of think the New Year's resolution a little bit harder to pull off. It's kind of, everybody's talking about it too much. June 1st resolution. Those are the ones that I like to do because I think they're easier to pull off. You got the sunshine on your back to kind of carry you through. And
you're already in your schedule, so then you can like add little things and it's okay. All right, I'm doing so much traveling this summer, so I want to start there with suitcases, and I actually need a new one. I'm in the market. What should I do?
Perfect. So June 1st resolution, I want to travel more. I want to see the world more. One way to unlock that, one way to do it like a pro, Best Reviews are always talking about how to be an expert shopper, get better suitcases. So throughout the years, we are always testing the suitcases and new luggage brands. There's always the new ones that come up. One of the classic ones over the last few years is the Away brand. So Away got super popular over the last few years because it's like one of these new, they had the direct-to-consumer approach where you could buy it online. It was fancy. Now you see them basically covering all of the baggage claim returns. What's new about them and what's interesting about them is that they are now, for the first time ever, going to be sold on Amazon. So that's going to make them more attainable, easier to find. And what's really exciting about it too is that, Prime Day is just around the corner in July. Usually, from my experience, when they will do kind of a big announcement like this ahead of time, they're not just gonna not include that when July rolls around. So I do kind of expect to see in July some deals on Away bags, which is very exciting for people. We tested them in the Best Reviews testing lab, and they always test out towards the top because they're so easy to use, and they have a lot of cool features with them, like laundry bags that get built into it, and other things that help you maximize the space.
Yeah, they look sturdy. Sometimes the wheels break off the luggage, and that is the worst feeling when you have a bad wheel. You're scooting around through the airport. They look really sturdy. Yeah,
and so in the Best Reviews testing lab, what we noticed about them is that they're very solid. One did get a quick demerit. We always got to be honest about the pros and cons. One did have some issues with the zipper. And so we think Samsonite #1, but Away is a close second.
Okay, good to know. Great to know. All right, I talk about gardening a lot on the show because I'm not a good gardener, Jacob. I need all the help I can get. Do you have any recommendations as we change seasons here of best plants to get?
So another great one, June 1st resolution. Bring some more greenery inside. And we have some perfect ones for you because these are very easy to take care of. And so starting with the spider plant here, what we love about it is that when you're doing this traveling, you got your new Away bag, you're gonna be hitting the road. You gotta leave it behind, but you don't want it to be something that could potentially be bad for the pets, especially cats. Cats get very, very curious, right? And then there's some plants out there that are not good for them. The spider plant is the first one that we love to recommend because it is non-toxic, also very easy to take care of. And another thing about it too is that it has this kind of air purification principles to it where it will purify the air for it. So it's a great one to add. I have one in my office at home, and I also have one in the bedroom because it gives you the cleaner air. Now the second one that I want to recommend that's even better for you is going to be the Paradise Palm. What's so awesome about this one is that it is as foolproof as it could possibly be in terms of keeping something alive in your house. And so it's so easy. It doesn't need that much light, doesn't need that much consistent attention or watering. Great one there, also safe for the pets. And then finally, we've got the Boston Fern, and this is a great one because it adds a little bit of that texture, and another good one for high humidity areas like a kitchen or a bathroom or something like that. And so again, all of these are going to kind of lead to having a little bit of fresher air, fresher space, but these are super easy to do, and also going to lead to that fresher air, and then finally keep your pets alive and not getting sick even if you went away for some travel.
Yes, absolutely, and hopefully keep the plants alive. I check on ChatGPT. What do I do with this plant? You gotta ask the pros. All right, you're a dad. Father's Day is coming up soon. What do the dads want? This is always such a hard one. My dad always just bought whatever he wanted himself. He never waited or gave me any ideas. What do we get the dads?
The best time for a dad to shop for himself is like right around the beginning of June, where we get all the big ticket items, and then all of a sudden there's nothing left for our family to get us except for a tie we don't want. So at Best Reviews, we've been looking for a couple of like off the beaten path ideas. And the one thing that keeps coming up in our research is there's a lot of really interesting self-care products out there right now. And so one that we love is this old school kind of shaving kit that allows people to have a more refined experience with it. And you get a badger hair brush that you can use to, you know, kind of apply the lather, and then a nice safety razor as well. So it gives you kind of that old school, you know, you might feel like you're a madman for a second, but it is, you know, a great one there. There's also some more techie items there for self-care. So there's a mask that we love that comes to us from Shark, and it is awesome because it gives you both the red and infrared light treatment. You know, I know a lot of people are gonna be watching the TV being like, is my dad really gonna like that? But these are the things they may not ask for, and if they ask for it, then they're probably gonna buy it for themselves. So we're trying to make sure that we get you to cover all your bases, and that's another one there as well. So think about these kind of off the beaten path self-care items as well. And if your dad likes a good bath, there's also a great pillow for a bath that we discovered as well. So, you know, we don't want to talk about just the same old cuff links. This is going to be a little bit higher end.
I love that. And we saw in the video like a head scratcher of some kind. That looked so relaxing.
Head massagers out there all the time. You know, you've also got a lot of different items in terms of, you know, kind of allowing yourself to, like the Theragun and things like that if you want to spend a little bit more on Father's Day. Personally speaking, I don't think people spend that much on Father's Day, but it is a good one if you go to the top of the price range.
As a dad, you're like, come on, you can spend
something, anything, please.
Thank you, Jacob. So good to see you.
Thanks so much for having me, Rachel.
Yes, of course. Best Reviews is owned by our parent company, that is Nexstar. For more on these products and many, many others, you can head to bestreviews.com, or you can scan the QR code that's up on your screen right now. They have so much wonderful stuff.